Good evening, everyone, or guten Abend, maybe I should say. It's time to watch das Deutsche Finale 2024 or something. Oh god, that's incredibly loud sound effects coming in here. Of course, I'm muting that. You're not allowed to watch or listen to the show that I'm watching and listening to. I'm just trying to think, how do I usually do this? I usually do this one when we're doing one of these watch-alongs, and I'll put that on here. You can watch the live shows via the links in the description. It should be linked there so you can access it. I hope that I'm on the correct... I think it should work. If you're using the link in the description, let me know if it works, because it should. I don't know why it says listening to Melody Festival and snippets on Twitch. We're changing that. There we go. I can't see anything yet. It's just loading on the website that I opened. It's like doing some sporadic, just loud sounds right into my earphones, and that's kind of annoying. Mine is on. Well, mine is not. Okay, I'll have to sit here and try and figure this out. We'll go on the site. It says live. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, there it is. Guten Abend. Okay, the show is on. Yeah, it started already. It did indeed. I'm just updating the link here. You can find the link on YouTube to watch the show. Guten Abend, guten Abend. So obviously I have no idea what songs are participating in this national final. I haven't heard a single one of them. So I'm looking forward to going through all of it. Is it just a number one at the moment? What do you mean? A number one? I don't get what you mean. I saw Swedish flags. There's tons of Swedish flags. Loreen. Yes, indeed. Groot going in blind. Yes, indeed. Indeed. I should probably move this just a little bit to make it more look... Yeah. I guess they don't expect foreigners to actually sit through this. Yet here we are. 59 people currently watching with me, according to my streaming software anyway. I will actually reveal here that I do understand a little bit of German. I studied it in... What is it, like middle school? Middle school, high school? But... well, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to translate everything here, but I'm trying to understand just parts here and there, in case anyone needs help with understanding something, but I think you'll probably have a better bet of asking people in the chat who actually do speak German fluently. Groot, are you reviewing PZD and FCD songs? Well, no, because we're gonna watch the shows, and I kind of stopped entirely doing reactions because of, well, several issues, copyright being the main one, of course. I will review the winner, and we will of course watch the show, so I will tell you my thoughts on the songs when we watch it, but yeah. These the artists, maybe? 99? That's an artist name? Forgot to button up his last button down on the shirt. We saw your whole tummy, mate. This is Leona. Hello! Whoa. Von Kinderchor, Strasbourg. Isaac. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Super electropop duo. Galant. Alright, alright. Ich gelernt Deutsch auch ein wann ich war in Schule. Ja, ich auch. Who was this? I missed the name. I'm trying to keep an eye on like the chat and Bodin Monet here. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat and of course, the show at the same time, which is easier than said than done. This is Riek or whatever. Rick, according to the host. Marie Reim. Oh, and Max. 20 years ago since he went to Eurovision, of course. Hype. Alright, nine songs if I counted that correctly, which I might not have done, but I think that's 9 songs. Ein bisschen Frieden being sung here. Yes. Oh, it's one of these shows with an expert jury. Alright then. Yes, hello. Mary Rose? We know her. Wait, what song was Mary Rose? It's Eurovision. The RD1 is ahead of Groot. I think everyone is ahead of me. Because there's a delay. I don't know her. Obviously there's a delay when you stream. So I'm a little bit behind everyone. So if you want to, you can go back just like 10 seconds or so in the show. And you will be synced with me. That's up to you. Right now she's just sat down to interview these 4 people. I'm watching on TV. Well, then you can't do it, I guess, Alipan, but you'll just have to live with my comments coming after the show. You'll make it work somehow. They're not there as a jury, I think. I hope you're right, Coriander. Basilicum. Yeah. Hello says, I can't pronounce that, but hello over on YouTube as well. There's obviously not a lot of people watching on YouTube, but I still try and keep track of those of you who comment there as well. Because most people obviously watch on Twitch, but you're free to watch on YouTube as well. I think the delay on YouTube is even worse though. I think it's even more behind on YouTube. Oh, he got a little gift. How cute. Entschuldigung. So does anyone know how long this show is going to be tonight? Does it say on Eurovision World? I'm going to take a look. It says it's going to end 20 past midnight. So 2 hours. Alright. Interesting. 2 hours, yep. Alright, well, we'll be here for that runtime. We'll of course do our own voting as well, so make sure that you're on the Discord server if you're not already there, so you can be a part of the voting. Better to confuse your flight a day early than a day late, hey? Absolutely. Should I just... I should probably double check my email now so that it's actually not tomorrow, but it said the 18th, and the 18th is not tomorrow. Correct? It sounded like people were just bearing Mary Rose here. Shame. Well, I just got an email that I'm live right now. Thank you for letting me know that. Let's see. 18th February. That's on Sunday, right? So I'm not wrong on this. Wait, am I on the Discord server? How would I know? You gotta keep track of that yourself. Thank you for watching this with us. My pleasure. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm going in, as Alipan said before, I'm going in completely blind, and it's gonna be kind of exciting, I think. Oh, they weren't booing it, but saying "aw." Because she said she wouldn't do it. Okay, okay, got it, got it. It just sounded like booze in the background when I was occupied with watching other stuff. I would have been worried if the flight was on February 30th. Well, luckily it's not. I would be worried then too. They would have just taken my money and ran. I'm sorry for just speaking over this interview, but I haven't really paid attention to it. And I've decided, like, that's on purpose, to just ignore them. I'm sorry. Who is the orange hair lady? Asking because I may have unfortunately fallen in love. Oh, that is indeed unfortunate. They did say her name before, but I can't help you out there. Possibly Jere might be here, or TMG, like someone German might be able to let you know, or Coriander, just let you know there. Ja klar. Does that mean let's go? Yes, yes, be very concentrated, look into the camera, and present the first song, please. What are we waiting for? Oh, she's being funny. I get it. Yes, hello, hello. Oh, this is brilliant. I don't watch TV, so I don't know any German celebrities. But she was a singer. I think they said. I think. Alles klar. Apparently not Andrew Wally. Apparently we're gonna talk a little bit more. Not that guy. Who is he? Not my Ralph Siegel. Turtleneck counter 1. Ich freue mich. A lot of talking. Well, I mean, we don't usually get to hear that much German in Eurovision anyway, so I guess we gotta savor this moment. 99. Oh yeah, 99 was an artist name. I just remembered. I was like, what, are we gonna listen to Reise nach Jerusalem? But no, of course. 99 was an artist name. I realize more and more that when people speak in German, I don't really understand what they're saying. I need subtitles. Like, German subtitles would be fine, then I would get it, but just listening, no, doesn't work. Oh yeah, that's always very appreciated. Go onto the train or the bus and play guitar on it. I'm sure the people around you love that. So are they playing his song here in the background, or this is just some other song of his? Or is this what we're gonna listen to on stage as well? The last two entries with German lyrics in them were Walk mit dein Popo and Letto Svet. Is that actually true? That is indeed quite sad. I hear some One Republic in the background now. Oh, of course he had to pick it because they say 1999. And okay, anyway, 99, Love on a Budget, song number 1. Excited. that just ended there, didn't it? That's kind of nice. Pleasant little song there. Very simple, very straight to the point. Doesn't explore a lot, but it's just pleasant. Good opener. Like, it's nice. It felt very polished as well. Nice. Neat. Wanted it to have a big ending. I don't know. It's obviously not like a song that really fits into the Eurovision framework, I guess, because it doesn't do anything that's really too remarkable. But it's just kind of nice, simple to tag along with, and just kind of enjoy. Not sure if it, like, if Germany end up sending it, I'm not really sure if it would be competitive in Eurovision, but it's still just a song that I don't think many people will really mind. The audio quality was good. The audio quality was great. Fantastic sound mixing in this national final, so far at least. Hopefully more of the same. Loads of other countries can learn. A nice chill song, and he has a pleasant voice, but not for Eurovision. Yeah, fair enough. This is 26th, definitely. You never know what the other... Okay, well, all of the big 5 countries have already picked... I mean, Sweden could send something terrible. You know? If Sweden sent Lisa Ajax, who is obviously in the final, do you think Sweden would finish last? Is it possible? Germany will not send this, definitely not to say it is... bad, though, because the studio version of this genuinely slaps. Okay. I haven't listened to the studio cut, but it was pleasant. No, I did quite enjoy it. Leona, 20 years old and something. And here she is playing her guitar in her room. Sweden will have the Scandi block vote to save them. Maybe. Okay, we got a Lana Del Rey fan here, it sounds like. Oh, it's an Elsie Bay song, this one? Exciting! Sweden will never finish last ever again, I fear. What should happen? What if we send Lalla Gunilla? Or Fröken Snusk? Lisa Ajax would get points from the Dutch. Why the Dutch? That's so random. Vocally sounds promising. Really. Oh, Ajax, the football club. Ha. Wouldn't get any points from the city of Eindhoven, though. Anyway, Undream You by Leona here. Song number 2. Hmm. Um, it's a bit strange for me because I thought that a lot of the song really felt like it spoke to me, but I was expecting to get more enchanted by it than I got because I didn't really feel like it actually had that impact on me that I really wanted it to have. It's it's a very pretty it's a very pretty written song, but it didn't really come across with all of that conviction that I wanted it to have. It felt intimate, but it didn't feel as, I guess, professional as I would have wanted it to. And the final chorus goes this complete, like, I'm gonna call it the what is her name? Olivia Rodrigo vibe, right? With the wide backing vocals, the harmonies really covering up everything, and all of it is pre-recorded, so it just kind of hits wrong there for me when these pre-recorded vocals just fill out the whole soundstage and take over for the song, and it feels very, like, not predictable, but it feels a bit not plastic. What do you call it? Like when it's produced, like it feels a bit non-authentic. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it was a pretty song, but not hitting me like it. Artificial, good, very good, very good. Manufactured, oh, even, yeah, exactly what I'm trying to say. Artificial, manufactured, synthetic, yeah, all of this. They're lighting a cake in the. Do we call this a green room? I don't know. I kind of don't really care what's going on here. I'm just into the music right now. I just want to keep going. I want to listen to all 9. I don't want to see the cake and them chatting about Dankeschön stuff. For diversity. Super Bowl. Okay, yes. We're zooming in on the pride flag. I don't know the reason, but we do it. I feel like a lot is getting lost in translation. I haven't seen this many Swedish flags since watching Melodifestivalen, really. Like, this must be the second most popular place for Swedish flags? I don't know. Super Bowl was amazing. I didn't watch it. American, like, the sports that are only big in America aren't really for me. Hehe. She has with her colleagues. No, you lost me, Mary. I'm sorry. She did something with her colleagues anyway. I'm a Brit who likes baseball, so it isn't impossible. I have never watched baseball in my life, I think. I've watched a movie called The Sandlot. Has anyone seen The Sandlot out there? It's a if there are any either teachers or aspiring teachers who are gonna have kids that are around 13, 14 years old, put on The Sandlot for them. They will enjoy it, even though it's about baseball. Hot tip from teacher Groot here. Is song number 3? No, that's not song number 3. 530 Oh, we're having a little tribute. Alright. Aufrecht gehen. Well done, Mary. We're getting Mary Ruth's documentary? Yes! Arizona Man. How's your German, Groot? Do you speak it fluently? Überhaupt nicht. Nur ein bisschen. Jawohl. That's about it. Wunderbar, yes. Two years later, something. This song is actually really good. This is a classic. 1972, yeah. It's a song title that I never remember though, it's too long. Krankenwagen. German pronunciation is better than your French though. I would assume that my pronunciation of Esperanto is better than my French, so... Aww. How cute. Mary, 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 Mary. I love the German vocabulary coming up in the chat here now. It's just fantastic. Show off all of your vocabulary knowledge. Flugzeug and Apfelstrudel. It's very impressive. Do you speak Russian, Groot? Niet. You should try to pick up one of your Scandi counterparts languages. Finnish if you dare. No. No, absolutely not. Finnish out of all of them as well. Like Norwegian and Danish I could still, you know, get. But Finnish, there's no way. And, I mean, there are people in Finland who understand my Swedish, so I don't need to learn Finnish. Hey. Do you speak Danish, Groot? Nej för helvete, man. Okay, this feels like it's going on for quite a bit. How about Dutch? Dankjewel. No. Do you speak Chinese? You should. I can say ni hao. And that's... I think that's it. Yeah, that's the only word. My mom used to be a ski instructor in Austria, so she'd know a bit of German. Hasn't been fluent for a while though. Yeah, it would make sense to learn German if you're going to be a ski instructor in Austria. So that's pretty cool, Amber. Swahili. For sure. Isak is up. Okay, now, finally, song number 3 is coming up. Do you teach English exclusively in English or speak Swedish to them? I speak a lot of Swedish. The students are around like 13 to 16 years old. And I think like just to make sure that everyone understands what I'm trying to teach them, I'm going for Swedish, just to make sure that no one is kind of left behind. Like speaking in English all the time is obviously more effective in getting the good students to improve. But I kind of prioritize having everyone like understand what they're supposed to do and take it very slow, and then you can expand further on down the line. I hear some Kings of Leon. Nice song choice, mate. I'm already supporting you. Is it incredibly basic of me to say that You Somebody is like one of my favorite songs? Wow, he's good. Whoa, he's good. Okay, exciting. Pretty basic, but also based. Thank you. Groot, into which European language did you fall in love recently? I don't fall in love with languages, I think. And not like just new like that. I mean, I think some languages sound very pretty. Obviously, like Italian sounds so pretty, and you always get reminded of it when you watch Sanremo. This song has the laziest hook ever. Ah, don't shoot my hopes down like that. I want to get disappointed myself. He sounded great in this postcard though when he played on the streets. I've got Rag and Bone Man as well, right? Anyway, Always on the Run by Isaac. Be good. Ha 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 ha, indeed, man. He knocked that out of the park. He's fantastic. I gotta say, he's fantastic. He's so good. What a voice he has, and so convincing. He gives that song so much energy. But the song also has a great drive. Strong punch. Love the bass in it. Like, the bass sounds so driving within that song. Like the layering of it. And that feels like an all-out performance. That is, in my humble opinion, this is a Eurovision-worthy package. I would honestly really like to see this in Eurovision, but just like someone spoiled before the song, the hook is a little bit weak. Unfortunately, I don't really like the hook that much, but honestly, the verses I think are really strong. I love the energy of the verses, and then I think the build-up has the bridge has this really beautiful melody in it, truly, which just builds very nicely, and it's all really down to the fact that he's so good. Yeah, I think that was very convincing. I'm enjoyed that tons. That's my favorite so far. That's for sure. Hopefully I'm not muted, and yes, on Twitch it should say you can watch the live shows via the links in the description, because that is the case. Or maybe the show isn't linked on Twitch because I can't link it on Twitch. The link is on YouTube in the description. And it's probably in the chat too on Twitch, isn't it? Darren usually links it on Twitch in the chat. Get ready for another cat song. Okay, great. Does it also have this? What was the choreography like? No. I don't know. It's still somewhere in there, and it's choreography there. No, wait. I can't dance. All right. Some dynamic backing track here with the electronica. All right, Galant with Katze. Great. Let's go. It would be the most German thing ever to just send this. I mean, I gotta say, I'm it just feels like something you would expect Germany to just submit to Eurovision. But it's just mad, really. I'm not sure what to make of it, but some parts of it I'm actually quite fond of. I think the instrumental of the song is quite strong. It's very playful, has a lot of dynamics in it, and I think the production of it is very strong. And I also like this whole concept of the staging with all of the flashing lights, the colors, and also the different screens or whatever you say, you know, how they come up. We got Conchita Wurst here now, for some reason. But obviously, I mean, it is a song that's supposed to be very fun, and maybe this will get the Icke Hufgold votes. Yeah, but like, in contrast to Icke last year, this song has actually had some care being put into it, I think. They've played around with this one. Like, Icke was just oompa doompa, shout nonsense on top of it, and just be bad for the sake of being bad. Here they've actually tried to be a bit fun, I think. Anyway. Copyright infringement? I missed the question from you, Andrew. Well, so is it also not possible to see Das Deutsche Finale 2024 on Twitch? I can barely hear the music playing through your headphone. Yeah, you'll have to have two tabs, because I can't stream it at the same time. Then I'm stealing from what is the German TV company called? I don't know. But I can't broadcast someone else's broadcast. You know, that is stealing and very much illegal when you do it live. So that's why I'm not doing it. You need to have two tabs or something like that. ARD. Okay, yeah. And I don't want to steal from ARD, and I don't want to get what do you call it? What's it called? I don't want to get sued by ARD. So yeah. While Conchita is talking here, I'm sorry, Conchita, for not really paying attention to you, but I will fill up my water bottle. So I will be back in approximately 15 seconds. Yes, yes. I'm back. I'll get a drink as well. You do completely right in doing that. Just for me? Wow, thank you. Oh, is this the next artist already? Ohrenbach. That was a very brief intermission. Because, I mean, the one with Mary Roos was quite long. What did you say? I hated that song. I just hope people don't vote for it. Isak is my top server. I don't think that Katze is gonna win. Surely not. He had a dream, I think he said. He won a show to take part. Alright, well, congratulations to him. He won a reality just to compete here. A reality. Yet again, No Rules won. Yeah, but No Rules was just even... Like, that was all-out craziness and just appealed for silly. Katze was more niche, I think. Scars by Florian. Let's see. Song number 5. You know what? It hurts more than anything else because he's got a beautiful voice, truly. Um, I think he sings it very very well. I think his falsetto is stunning, and he seems like a very likable performer. But they've given him a song that is absolutely nothing. If you listen to the instrument, like take out his vocal and just listen to the instrumental, and there's absolutely nothing there. It's one of the most stale instrumentals I've heard in my entire life. I'm not even holding back on that. There's nothing in that instrumental, and that hurts. That really hurts. Doesn't feel like there's really any point to the song. Very unfortunate. He sings it beautifully. He deserves better than that. Hope he comes back. He can come back next year and have a proper song behind him. Now more time for gimmicks. Yes, 12 points. 12 punte. Yes, you have this. Or not? What? Ha 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 ha, thank you. Oh, she's got a null point as well. Flip-flops, alright, with Sweden on them. Beautiful. Yeah, this is great. Take off your shoes in front of the audience so they can smell your feet. I'm playing Guess What Groot is going to say from his body language while listening. Well, I'm gonna try and be unpredictable in the future then. I'm gonna sit like this. And then say, I like trains. Yes. They saved the top 3 right till the end, huh? I wouldn't know, but I mean, honestly, the song number 3, I would assume would be a top 3 contender. But maybe we got some proper amazing songs in the end here. Nederlanden. What did she say? She's Dutch? How did you creep into this place? Oh. Okay. Okay. That Rihanna song, I love. I haven't listened to that in ages. Wow, I need to... What is it called? I need to save that to listen to it later. It's called Unfaithful? Right? I need to listen to that later. Unfaithful, yeah. I'm saving that. She's definitely Dutch, strong accent. Well. Ich werde mein Bestes something. Groot is annoyed. FSR. What? I don't get it. Tears like rain. Okay. And that was fun. A very catchy song, just very straight to the point, very simple, decent pop tune. It's not something that I think is very, what do you say, like super impressively written or anything, but it's just solid hook, catchy song. I can tag along with that easily, and she's a very likable performer, I think. She elevated that as well. Looks great on stage and just fun. Yeah. Good stuff. Or toll, as our host now said. Seems like a fitting adjective to describe that song. Andrew says, I don't know which song should be the best for Estonia to represent the country in ESC. 24 Ollie or 5 Minus. When it comes to the live performance, then Ollie song, but Minus. 5 Minus song is catchy and dancing, much fun, but the live performance might be a letdown. I'm so passionate about Estonia tomorrow. They need to send long title song. Like, nothing else matters tomorrow, truly. If I don't get long title song in Eurovision, I might end up crying. I need it. Truly. Long title song for the win. Yeah, I like, don't get me wrong, I want Ollie in Eurovision at some point. Like, he can go some point, but if they don't send long title song, like, we're missing out on the most fun package I can think of, really. I need it. I just need it in Eurovision. Nothing. They can't send nothing else matters. Okay, fine, fair enough. Dan Olivia is a competent third shot. Yes, I really liked Over the Moon, but I wouldn't mind it if they didn't have long title song in there. But they do, so they have to send it. That's the thing. I'm obviously kind of interested. Like, what else is happening tomorrow? Lithuania is happening tomorrow, isn't it? And Lithuania, watch Estonia send Bad Boy. If they do, no, I refuse to see that happen. There's no way. Estonia must send Ollie. No, they mustn't. I mean, I don't mind Ollie, but I need long title song. But Lithuania tomorrow, it's probably not happening. But if Impossible gets sent, there will be no other person on this planet as happy as me, excluding maybe the people from the group shower. But that would be my instant number one all categories if they end up sending Impossible, which they won't. And if they send Luktel, that's fine. I like it. That's completely fine. But if they send Impossible, I would be... I don't even know what to say. Denmark would send the worst song possible, so any of them in their selection then, right? I'm just kidding. I haven't even heard any of the songs in the selection, so I can't say that. Impossible is not that unpopular in Lithuania, but it won't finish above Luktelk and the Roop. Yeah, but okay, then fine. Just let it get a top 3 finish. That would be a win in its own, wouldn't it? Denmark may as well just roll a die. I'm intrigued to actually listen to the songs for Denmark, but yeah. Ich bin Rick, ich bin 34 Jahre alt und ich komme aus Hannover. I got all of that. I am Rick, I am 34 years old, and I come from Hannover. If you ever need any German translation done, just call this guy. Well, he can sing, that's for sure. What is the long title song's actual name? Something narco... What is it? It's called Nendest narkotikumidest eitea kulmidagi. There you go. Have fun looking that up. Oh, he sings very well. This is definitely just a show reel for him, it feels like. This postcard, they're just showing him singing a bunch and singing very well, of course. And he likes Dusk Till Dawn, I hear. This is a classic song. I haven't listened to this in forever either. That's a good song. Oh Boy by Rick. Okay, song number 7. Got a big reception here. What a vocalist. He sings that with a lot of conviction and very, very strong performance, I think. Really works. I very much love the playfulness in it, especially sound mixing wise, the detailing in the sound design, the panning works really effectively, I think, and his vocals are just what really elevates it. It's a bit interesting though, like the final chorus, I would have expected it to go, like the actual percussion, I guess, to be more explosive and actually drive the song forward. It just felt like it was very restrained throughout the whole song. It more or less just goes for the intensity by kind of, what do you say, like stage wise they do with the lights and everything, but it doesn't feel like the music is really matching all that intensity that the song wants to have. His vocals has to carry up a lot of it. Might be a stylistic choice, but it's a bit unexpected to me. Yeah, I did of course enjoy that. That's very much up my alley, of course, in music that I usually kind of really like listening to. But it's not as instant as as other songs within the genre that have worked before. Like I don't want to be the guy who just compares songs within the same genre, but if we compare it to Hollow, because we can, which of course is going to represent Latvia. I feel like Hollow has more of the instant approach melodically, and like the actual intensity of the instrumental is more there in Hollow. This one feels more like it's tugging on kind of an emotional approach that I think is effective. But maybe we need a mix of Hollow and Oh Boy, and that would be the perfect male sung modern digital power ballad thing. Anyway, oh, wer Liebe lebt. Classic. Classic. That's her? I mean, obviously, it's been 23 years since Wer Liebe lebt, which is 23 years, yeah? The best German Schlager song? Is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I still go back and forth on whether I love or hate her voice. Yeah, I'm kind of the similar. Like sometimes she's just like sometimes I get pretty, I wouldn't say annoyed by it, but it's piercing just a little too much in my ears as well for it to really work for me, because Für Liebe lebt is a very pretty song from the writing perspective, and I also really like the vocal style it's going for, but her voice is just piercing a little too much for my personal liking. Otherwise it would have been, very convincing for me, but I would assume that it's somewhere around like a 9th place in my 2001 ranking. Somewhere around there. I'm not sure. I think it got a well-deserved result in real life, I guess. Wer Liebe lebt is my brother's 2001 winner. There we are. Yeah, I think a lot of people actually have it as their favorite, and then a lot of people have it like towards the bottom of their list because they don't like her voice. Wer Liebe lebt is the best song we heard tonight. Marie Reim. Next up. Penultimate song, of course. What time is it? 23:28. So we have a little less than an hour left of the show. She's 20. She looks older. Groot, your overall German representational song. What does that mean? My favorite German Eurovision entry? Or what do you mean? I don't get the question. Another song in German that deserves extra points. Best German entry of all time, and Lied kann eine Brücke sein. That's a good one. I think I can't pick. I don't know what my favorite would be. Like obviously Ein bisschen Frieden is up there. It just has to be up there, But obviously I love Im Wartesaal, like most people on the Discord server. She's 15. I love it. That's become a joke now. What else have they sent that I really like? I'm sorry, I'm just ignoring her now because I'm looking at old German Eurovision entries. I mean, Johnny Blue and Theater are, of course, also at the very top of my list. And Rücksicht. They had like a 5-year streak there that was just amazing. Oh, it's starting. Okay, Naive by Marie Reim. Let's go. My Schlager heart is crying of joy. This is what I need in Eurovision. I need it in Melodifestivalen and I need it in Eurovision. I need a song like this. Send it. Germany, you know what to do. I need a Schlager. That goes all out. It knows exactly what it is. I don't know what to say really. Like, okay, there is one issue. The verses suck. They're so bad. Like, there's no energy in them. They completely kill the flow of the song. But they have the greatest chorus No, they doesn't have the greatest chorus I've heard. Absolutely not. But it has an effective chorus. And it's one that puts this smile. Like, this much. It's so tacky, but I love that. It's not the best song here, absolutely not. But it's what makes me happy. We need Schlager. I need Schlager. I don't need. Wow. It would just fit so nicely into the Eurovision selection. It will probably finish last in Eurovision, but at least Germany gives me a Schlager, which I haven't gotten in Eurovision for an eternity, it feels like. But those verses gotta go. The verses are terrible. Like, so bad. And of course they just had to have all of these male dancers take off their shirts and whatnot. You know, it just had to be part of it. But whatever, I don't even care. I just need that chorus. Groot would vote 20 times for it. Potentially. How many songs do we got left? Only one, right? It's a bit weird to have like a break before the final song, I guess. Seriously, any German voting for this should be ashamed. No! I will encourage every German to give us Schlager in Eurovision. We need it. Sweden is not sending it, so Germany, help us out. You could take the song, translate it to English, give it to Hannah Färm, and she would get a Melfest top 5 with it. Yeah, absolutely. But she wouldn't win. And I don't think she would take a Schlager. I'm not sure. She wants to be a bit more cool than Schlager. Like, Schlager isn't considered cool, unfortunately. They want to give Max Mutzke more attention? Aha. Hannah Färm Brave was good, obviously. That was great. Would Spain's song this year be Schlager? No. Nah. Schlager just has that, you know, the melodic hook of it. The vocals just have that very... Like, the thing with Schlagers is that the vocals are really very central, especially in the choruses. That's like the key of the Schlagers. Like, you need the vocals to be selling the whole thing. It needs to elevate the song. And Sora, unfortunately, doesn't do that. It's charming, but it's not what I consider a Schlager. Absolutely not. However, I've already forgotten the title. Naive, yeah. Naive is absolute a Schlager. Brave was actually amazing, love it. I really like Brave as well. It's probably in my top 3 in 2020. But, I mean, Kingdom Come is it's up there for me. Kingdom Come would have been one of my favorite Swedish entries to Eurovision if we actually ended up sending it, which we for some reason didn't. Isn't there a Schlager music you dislike, Groot? Of course there is. Like, sometimes Schlager is too much and then I dislike it. But I can't... I don't have them in my head here. But of course there are. Like, sometimes you just hear a Schlager, you're like, oh, this just sounds tired and not interesting. But most of the time I like the Schlagers. Stefan Raab. Please, anything but the next song. Did you like Move by the Mamas? I did, but I didn't want it to win. Guten Abend, everyone. Sadly, I can't be with you today, but I hope you enjoyed the show, songs and the show. How's your impression so far? Positively surprised, I gotta say. I think the sound mixing of this national final has been stunning, and the songs have been good. There hasn't been too many bad stuff. Like, there was one in the middle which I thought was completely pointless, and the instrumental was so underwhelming that I have never heard anything like it. But other than that, I mean, it's been a varied selection. It's had a little bit of everything, and I've enjoyed it. Oh, I love this song so much. Can you please... Yeah, respectable 8th place, indeed. Can you send that song again? Unfortunately, this song would hurt his legacy. Oh, don't know. I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna not read the chat. I'm just gonna go in blind. Try and go in blind now. I hope you satisfy my expectations, Max. Ooh, that was a little bit of a Matt Corby vibe in that song, wasn't there? Max Mutzke, Forever something. It's a little bit of a rinse and repeat of a song prior where the vocalist is absolutely amazing and the song doesn't really do him justice. It's a little too flat and a little too underwhelming as the song progresses. It feels a little bit like the juries could absolutely go for this. Like if Germany sent this into Eurovision, it feels like the juries could absolutely support it quite to a large extent. And then it could be like a I'm sorry 0 points moment really from the televote, I think. I'm not sure. It feels just a bit too subtle and smooth and simple. And like all of the complexity that, well, I mean, obviously it's 20 years ago and Stefan Raab wrote the song, but the complexity of Can't Wait Until Tonight is completely gone. The charm of it is out the door. This is just simple, straight to the point, like pleasant radio track. And I think that's unfortunate. Yeah. I'm wishing all the best for Max. Like, if he wins, all the more power. Like, I will support him. Absolutely. I like him. He's a great performer as well. But I would have wished for his return to be, like, it's 20 years. His 20-year anniversary from going to Eurovision. He should have brought, like, something that just up there, you know? Groot, did you like She Got Me from 2019 and Lavenda from 2019? Those are two of my all-time faves. Yeah, both. She Got Me got this really silly part towards the end where he's trying to be emotional, like he's going like, oh, she got me dirty dancing, and it's almost like he's crying towards the end, and that always makes me just ugh. But other than that, I kind of like it. It's catchy and it has a good staging as well, and Lavenda is tons of fun. I really like Lavenda, actually. I've always liked that one. Don't listen to it that much, but whenever it comes on, I'm getting in a good mood. Alright, anyway, when are we getting a recap? Because I should prepare to open the voting link, of course, as well. We got 2 new members on Discord tonight. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying your time. I guess you're watching the stream, so hope you're enjoying the stream. And hope you're enjoying the national final we're watching. I'm going to be, like, while they're talking, I'm preparing the announcement for opening the voting. Ganz genau. Make sure to vote before, what time should we say? Past midnight, I guess. Ja, klar. Like, if we're going back to the whole conversation about the best German Eurovision entry, will you consider me crazy if I actually think that Max Mutzke with Can't Wait Until Tonight probably is my favorite German Eurovision entry? I'm looking at the list here and I'm like, I really love that song, you know. You Let Me Walk Alone is a good shout too, though. That's a beautiful song, really, with a beautiful performance. And if we, like, those are the only two, like, from modern times. Like, I call a song 20 years old modern times. But yeah, those are the two, like, from this millennium that I really love. And then, of course, the songs in the 80s are probably, like, Ambition Frieden is probably number 1. Surely. I don't know. Better than Johnny Blue. Yeah, Johnny Blue, Ambition Frieden. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But I mean, they haven't really, like, in years of late, I don't really think Germany sent that much to write home about, unfortunately. They're saying a lot of Groot right now. Journey to Jerusalem is also really great. I agree. I love Journey to Jerusalem, but it's no Johnny Blue, I guess. Sister, I know Sister gets a lot of stick, but I kind of like Sister, honestly. It's not something that's towards my top of anything. It's not, I don't even think it's in my top 20 favorites from 2019, but it gets way too much stick. It's not that bad. Not that bad. You have I Don't Feel Hate right next to it. That's the song that should be the meme. Is she really gonna say the number for every artist? For Isaac, you call 99599. No, that's the SMS. Florian is number 5. Yes. Boudin Monet is number 6. Oh, this is so interesting. This is great. Let's see what time we should put. When is the recap coming? Sister gets a lot of hate because there were like 5 better songs than that NF. I wouldn't know, but you might be right. Recap now. Alright, nice. That's a neat little recap. How long are we opening the voting for, Darren? Darren's put 10 minutes, up until midnight. Is that good enough? Or should we have it open just slightly longer than that? I don't know. We might as well, you know, might as well have it open a little bit more than that, I think, because we're not going to watch the results until 20 past anyway. So I'm going to keep it open until 10 past. So now you can vote. Have fun. I'm gonna vote as well while they're just talking about other stuff. I don't really know how my votes are gonna look. I'm just kind of going from feeling right now. Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, alright, I voted. I got my votes in. 15 minutes, no longer, what? I don't get it. The times I originally entered were just a yes, I didn't know the timings. Yeah, that's completely understandable. I kept it open until 10 minutes past now, so that's how much time you got. You got 18 minutes, which should be fine for you all. Wow, Sean really took the most flattering screenshot I've ever seen of me being happy listening to Schlager. Jeez. You all have an impeccable ability in picking the greatest screenshots imaginable, don't you? Das ist super! I think all of you got what that means, surely. Don't forget we're responding to your messages with time lag. I know. Easiest voting ever. Really? I don't know. My lower points were a bit tricky to really put in order, I think. Ich glaube nicht. I think not. Oh my, we got a lot of voters tonight. This is amazing. Thank you so much for joining and thank you so much for voting. I didn't even realize we're 120 viewers. I mean, it's because we watched it live, I guess. Like twice as many people tune in when we watch the show live, which is kind of cool. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having fun watching the show. Hope you're enjoying the company we provide in the chat and in this community as well. I feel bad blanking one song, but I don't feel bad blanking another song. I guess I'm a bit similar. I had a very clear number 9. What's gonna happen now? Mangishpat. I heard Liverpool. Lord of the Lost. Okay. Oh. Of course, it's a clip about them. Oh, they actually won the televote as well. I thought Ikke won the televote, but he didn't. Either Germany has a lot of hype or Friday night is prime Groody time. Maybe a combination of both, huh? But I guess there is a little bit of excitement. Like, the thing is that Germany is the only national final tonight, and everyone has a weekend now. Like, everyone got time off, and everyone wants some Eurovision content. So I guess it's a clever choice from Germany to put their national final on a night when no other country has theirs. They probably didn't realize that a bunch of international fans were gonna watch it, though. Because here we all are. The show is entirely in German, of course. No, they're not dressed up. Guys. That's not my Lord of the Lost. Okay, it is, you know, but I would have expected to go down full makeup, and it was so much fun. Still ridiculous how Lord of the Lost finished last. Especially when I Wrote a Song was the competition. That just does not make any sense to me. There was one bad song and one bad performance in the Eurovision final in 2024. And it did not finish last. Lord of the Lost, their costumes. Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that, Disadre. Cheeky, cheeky. Wow. It's a very pretty speech. They're very appreciative of just getting the chance to go to Eurovision. I mean, we saw a lot of that in leading up to Eurovision, of course. They provided a lot of content, and I think didn't they like make videos about all of the other songs that competed? Like did they make covers of all of the other songs, or what was it? They like really went in for the full Eurovision experience and really got heavily invested in all of the songs that competed and all of the countries and artists. They are among the greatest people to be a part of Eurovision, I think. Regardless of their songs, or if you like their songs or whatnot, but they reacted to all of the songs. Okay, and they covered a lot of them. Yeah, got it. Got it. Are they gonna perform? Oh, another recap, okay. This Katze song is honestly so much fun. Just the detailing in the instrumental. I like it. I'm kind of in the. I'm kind of blind as to who's gonna win this. Like, I feel like I have no clue really. It feels like, I guess Oh Boy might be the what do you say? The most Eurovision vibe song, I guess. But I think that their Max at the end, it's a good recap time. He got a good running order, finishing it off, and he's a good performer. Just feels like that could absolutely give quite a lot of votes. I'm intrigued to see how well the Schlager will do. But if we're following, was it Jere who said that it was the worst thing that's ever happened to anything ever? It was one of you German viewers who was very much against the Schlager. That every German who votes for it should be ashamed. So maybe they are completely without a chance with the Schlager. And then surely, what was his name? Isak? That was his name, right? Surely he's in with a shot. He's in with a shot, isn't he? Feels like it with that song. It felt very polished. And Katze might have a chance, you know? I feel like there are a lot of songs in here that could have a chance. I'm always against the Schlager. Oh, was it Tibor? Sorry to mix you up. Oh, Jere and Tibor, both of them hate the Schlager. Well, this does not bode well for the for the Schlager, that both Germans who utter their opinion right now in my chat hate it. Wide open, I would not bet on this. I'll tell you what, go put $1 on Florian and you'll lose your money, I would say. That's the only thing I can predict right now. This is not even good Schlager. Au contraire, mon ami. I would disagree with that, because a Schlager is just supposed to put the frown upside down. And it does that. On me, at least. So gespannt. Jury voting. He's very, what do you say? He's very distinct in certain words. A lot of emphasis on specific words. No More Schlager is the new genre is Gruschlager. That has a wonderful ring to it, doesn't it? Shouldn't we just call it Gruger then? Let me be miserable? Not allowed here. I'm a cold person who barely ever smiles, so that doesn't work. Yeah, man, come on. Come on. Come on. We need to up the energy, up the happy vibes. Now you get homework from me. You will listen to Naive on repeat all night until you start smiling. Do we have a deal? We got a deal? Good. Jury voting starts. Already? Iki got put last by every jury except 2 juries that ranked him second last, and he still got second place after the televote result. Yeah, I seem to remember that, yeah. Okay, do we got jury results? Yeah, you need a Venga Boys playlist. Oh, okay, let's not overdo it. Oh, that's Luca Henny? Is it? Yeah, it is. So we got international... Oh, we got a Swedish jury as well. The Swedish jury better give 12 points to the Schlager. I will refuse anything else. Guten Abend! Yes, yes. Come on. 8 Punkte. Oh, yeah. They like the Schlager in Switzerland. Isak with 10 points. Nice. Nice. And Switzerland gives 12 too. Rick gets verse 12. They have lower points as well, right? There we are. Oh, every song gets points. That's nice. So, okay. Katze with only 2 points there. Interesting. Croatia next. Oh, okay. They're just swapping between people. What was that? Good evening from Zagreb. And another woman. Oh, this top tier audio quality right here. Max Mutzke with 8. Alright. I just love looking at scoreboards moving around like... Leona with 10, okay. Some variation in the big points here then, compared to Switzerland. Okay, all 3 of the big points didn't get a big point last time. Interesting. Florian with another 1. He can't be very happy right now. We got Bodine Monet in first place at the moment. Unexpected. Isak and Ryk in tied for second. Oh. I know him. Isn't he huge? Isn't he super famous? I'm sure he is. Oh, he's half German. Oh. Oh yeah, he's made Sofia. Yeah. I was like, I recognize this guy. Isak with 8 points. Galant with 10 points. The Spaniards like Katze. 12 points to Florian, surely. Maria, my Schlager people from Spain. Jeez. Ryk with 2 points. What? 2 points to Ryk. Huh? Alright. Litauen. Wow, Florian must be feeling so sad at the moment. He's gotten 1 point from everyone. He's probably gonna get a 1 from everyone, unfortunately. But that song just doesn't offer any competition to the other ones in here. There was no instrumental. You can give the Spanish a hug on Sunday. Will do. Isak with another... Isak is doing well. He's just racking up 8s. Nice to see. Katze with 10 points. Alright. The 12 points. Max Mutzke with a 12. The points are going all over the place. That's so cool. Only 2 points to the Schlager from Lithuania. Ryk is down in 7th place. Did anyone expect that? Ryk is down in 7th place. But everyone's getting points, you know, except Florian, of course. He's getting 1 from everyone. It's so close. It's really exciting. And then the televote is going to come in and just give like 200 points to one song, and the jury vote won't even matter. United Kingdom. Oh, Katrina! Oh yeah, that was the woman we saw Katrina before, of course. I was just expecting it to be a Croatian person, so I didn't realize that it actually was Katrina. She's also got a very good microphone. Max Mutzke with an 8. No, that is unexpected. 99 getting a 10 there to move away from 8th. Isak with another 12. Is Isak the front runner now? I mean, he was really good when he performed. Rick with a 6 there now. I'm surprised Rick isn't doing better. Another one for Florian. Yeah, I mean, it must just suck for Florian to sit there and just see him get ones from everyone. People are not happy with Isak. Okay. Alright then. I'm actually I think it's great for him. That's really fun. He deserves it. Maybe his song isn't, maybe you can like dislike the song, but I think he deserves to be up there. He's getting another 8 here from Iceland. Bodin Monet with 10. And the 12 from Iceland. Galat Katze with a 12. Wow. Isak has an 11-point lead with 2 juries to go. This is kind of crazy. And Ryk is down in like 6th or something. I don't even know. Or 5th actually. But yeah, it's close down there in the middle as well. I feel like each jury has a different winner. Yeah, has anyone gotten 2 12? Did Katze get 2 12s? Did it get a 12 from Lithuania or was it a 10? Cesar Samson! Nice! Hello. Oh, he just upped his mic there. Bodin Monet with 8. Wait, what is the Schlager doing down in 7th? We need a 12. Max Mutzke with a 10, up on 50. And the 12 punkter. Isak has just won the jury vote. I'm letting you know. He just won the jury vote. He's 14 points ahead of Max Mutzke in 2nd. Did anyone predict that? Isak is a sure last place in ESC? I don't think so. I would doubt that, personally. Oh, Lina Hedlund. This is of course the woman, or well, I mean, she shouldn't just be the woman. She's a fantastic singer, but she's of course the jury from Sweden who put her ranking upside down in 2019. So maybe she's done the same here. 12 points for Florian incoming. Of course the Swedes like the cats. Or the Katze. What? That was supposed to be Isak? She said Itak. And 12, Florian. Yeah, that feels like a Swedish pick. We're not voting Schlager anymore, I guess. 4 points to the Schlager from Sweden. I'm disappointed. But alright. Wait, did Katze really finish 2nd with the juries? No, they're fourth. Don't spread rumors like that. They're in fourth. Yeah, Florian was last in every jury. He's on 8 points and 8th place is on 36. That's so sad. But it's so expected. Like, that song was just far away from everything else. Florian got a worse jury result than Hickey Hüftgold. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, Rick in 5th is, of course, a bit surprising, right? 2nd and 5th are all really close. That is fair. Isak is like almost 20 points in the lead. The show is supposed to end in 6 minutes, so I guess we're getting jury or televote results very, very soon. What happened now? What happened now? What happened? What was that? They just removed all the points and gave them points for how they ranked? That is... okay? What is that system? So Isak's lead was just cut down. He's now only 2 points ahead. Wow, I did not expect that. You can still vote? You can still vote? Alright. I guess they wanted another song to win. They were like, no, we don't want to send him. We'll cut down his points. I've definitely come to terms with Isak going to Eurovision now, though. I like this. I would not mind that at all. Honestly, like, I wouldn't mind any of the songs, because obviously Florian isn't winning. I'm welcoming to most songs from this selection. None of them will be at the top of my Eurovision ranking, of course. Except for the Schlager, of course, you know. The show is obviously going over time. Definitely. You don't expect the televote to close and get counted up in 3 minutes. I love the sarcasm, DK. Well done. So this one is in... But that's also a strange thing, because obviously Max and Bodin were on the same amount of points. But I guess they did a tiebreak that... Because, I mean, there's 2 points separating them now. Even though they finished on the same amount of points. Technically, in theory, Florian could still win if the televote is literally upside down the jury. Well... I mean... You understand. He's obviously not getting the 12 from the televote. So strange that they still have the voting open, though. It literally feels like, yeah, we're not satisfied with the results right now, so you make sure you change it. Oh wow, Florian is actually sitting there smiling and clapping, and he's asking people to vote number 5. I admire your optimism, dude. I would, like, I feel so sorry for him. And the worst part is, like, he's great, actually. He's a wonderful singer, but he's obviously not getting any reward for that when you got that song. Tinfoil hat time, yes! Bring out the tinfoil hats. They're just like, it's just so strange for me with all of these different voting systems. I obviously don't read up on what voting system is going to be used in what national final before they happen. But it's just so strange, like, to see all of these different systems. Like the Luxembourg one really threw me off. How juries were all of a sudden allowed to vote in the super final, and then all of the juries just decided what song they all wanted to vote for. And here they just cut down Isaac's entire lead to, well, now being 2 points. It just feels strange to me. But I mean, every country is allowed to vote and select the song however they want to. It's just difficult for me to understand the system in my head before heading in there. Sometimes wish we had the mellow voting system. I know a lot of people don't like the mellow voting system, but I think Melodifestivalen has a perfect voting system with the age groups, because it gives like a general overview of what everyone can get behind, regardless of age and so yeah. Rick was way closer to the top with the other system. I guess, yeah, because you had more points to give out then. Because I assume now in the televote, like the song that got the most televote points is just gonna get 12, and then the second will get 10 and whatnot. And how many points behind is he? He was 5th, right? So he must be on 12, 10, 8, 7. So he's 6 points off the lead, right? So he needs a 12, and Isaac can't get more than a 6 for Rick to win. So yeah, absolutely, you're absolutely right on that. So if Rick wins the televote, Isaac can't get higher than 5th in the televote. That lower third I just advertised, yeah, I see. midnight instead. So 10 minutes left. Remember the shade of the youngest group. All groups but the youngest gave 12 points to Loreen. Oh yeah, I get it now. I was like, I didn't understand. We're on Melodifestivalen, yeah, of course. I mean, if I'm being honest, can I just be a bit critical towards Sweden's voting system? Why is a 3-year-old allowed to vote? Come on. Like, if you're using the Melodifestivalen app and voting and you're 3 years old, I'm just like, just scrap their votes. So wait, they're converting the points from the international jurors to a 1 to 12 system. Yep, that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. So the lead that Isaac had built up is just gone, really. What are we watching now? Sweden! Oh, ABBA. Of course, gotta be ABBA everywhere. I love that comment from you, DK. This is exactly the Poland 2023 system, because again, that worked so great for TVP. And they were satisfied with that system. Can you play Lay All Your Love on Me, please? Please, I want to hear it. Not yet. Okay. Oh. Gustav and Sylvia. Swedish royalty, of course. Can Katze still win? Absolutely. Katze is on 7 points, right? So if Katze gets a 12 from the televote and Isaac gets max 7 points from the televote, Katze can win. It's in with a shout. Like, the fact that even third needs to beat first by 4 points is a huge hole to overcome. Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, Isaac could get like a 1 from the televote. You never know. Maybe not a 1. Oh, there's ABBA karaoke. Yeah, I've waited for this all night, that's for sure. Oh, the artist is singing. What is this version? Okay, who produced this instrumental? Ugh. Aw, of course you had to end it with... Ha ha ha! You got 2.5 minutes to go. Better wrap it up quick now. Do you know every ABBA song group? No. No way I know all of them. I think they're probably not going to do a scoreboard for this. They're just going to say you won. Or, like, that's the only way they can finish this off in the time that they have. Otherwise, that little note down there that they were going to finish at 1/2 is absolutely not going to be correct. Watch the juries at ESC put Max in the top 5. I mean, I did say before, it feels like it is a jury song. Like, the juries will probably put it higher than the televote, that's for sure. But maybe not the top 5. Nah. Yes, 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 we're picking something from Malmö, we know. Yes, something with the calendar, blah, blah, blah. I think there will be a scoreboard. Well, they have 1 more minute. gonna go into overtime, clearly. The scoreboard, I can see it up there in the corner. Have they even closed the voting yet? They have. It would be so fun if they just cut off the broadcast. That it's like, no, at 1:30 we said you can't go overtime. 1:30 is the final time, and they just cut off the broadcast. That would be so funny. Is Florian gonna end up with 2 points? Probably not. I'm pretty certain he's gonna get 1 point. Alright, I guess we're starting from the bottom. It's 1:30. Do you have time for this, you think? The news anchor is waiting patiently. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, Rick is actually 7 points off the lead. I didn't even realize, yeah. 7 points off. I thought it was 6, but he's 7 points off. Galant is 6 points off. Surely it has to be one of the top 3 at the moment that is winning this. Expecting Max to win. Yeah, it feels like Max is the... I would Oh! Florian is not finishing last in the televote. Leona got a 1 point. Wow. Yeah, you definitely have time for saying all of this. Yes, yes, applause for Leona. That's very surprising. Yeah, you told me, Monsieur Le Spectre. Absolutely. But surely Florian isn't getting more than 2 points then. Florian Rice. I mean, he's gonna finish ahead of Leona. Yeah. But he's got more televote points, so he finishes in 8th place. Congratulations, Florian. You finished higher than I expected you to. He obviously wouldn't have if they hadn't removed all of the points they had before. Like Leona was like 30 points ahead in the jury vote. 99 with 3 points, up on 6 there. He's not going to Eurovision, but he's not finishing the bottom 2 places either. 4 points. Now comes kind of like those 3 were the ones I expected at the bottom, I guess. Oh, sucks to be her. She was high in the jury vote, but only 4 points in the televote. Yeah, she's on 12 there now. So 5 points next. Galant with 5 points. Katze is out, up on 11 there now. Gotta love the Schlager is still in it. But of course, if Isak doesn't... Rick can't win. Wait, Rick can't win, because if it's either Isaac or Max. No one else can win. Marie Reim with 6. Rick can't win. It's Max or Isaac. And now they're all on so big points that whoever of Isaac or Max gets bigger points will win. Rick will finish 3rd. Wasn't even top 2 in the televote. Isaac has won. You don't know that, because if Isaac gets 10 and Max gets the 12, Max will win because he has got the televote. Surely. They're gonna both finish on 22 points, I think. And then Max will win. Or Max gets 20 and Isaac gets 24. Those are the only 2 options. Alright. What did he get? Did he get 10? Isaac won? Isaac got the 12? Congratulations. Congratulations, Isaac. Wow. Gotta love an underdog, don't you? I understand a lot of people are very disappointed with the result, but fair play. Just like you say, slower than sloths. Fair play to him. He knocked it out of the park with the performance. He convinced me. The song isn't the most creative, but it has a good drive, and he was superb, I think. I gotta say, it's well deserved. In my opinion, it's well deserved. I think it would have been like and I also really like when both the jury win. Like he had such a convincing win in the jury vote that I think it's kind of, and they just cut all of it off. It kind of felt like, so it's nice that he still got the win regardless of them cutting out his big lead. Congratulations, Isak, you're going to Eurovision. Is he gonna sing again? I think the news anchor is waiting very, like, with the proper stare of death over in the studio. Last place, here we go again. Don't be pessimistic, it could work. I would be optimistic about this, honestly. Like, judging from the selection... Yeah, now they postponed it to 40. They postponed it a further 10 minutes. Yeah, it just came up on screen there now. I think with a proper staging and just energy on stage, and I think he can definitely elevate the song. I wouldn't be so sure that it's going to be 26th place. I think the juries could get behind that as well. He's a great singer and very likable through the stage as well, I think. I wouldn't be so sure that it's going to be a 26th place. I'll be optimistic and say 24th. All right, you do that. I'm happy for him. I really am. Never above 20? We'll see, I guess. I never thought that Bridges would finish in 8th, but it happened. I think it's bottom 5. Maybe. Are we going to listen to it again? Is he going to sing again? I want to listen to it again because I obviously only heard the song once. This was the first time I listened to all of the songs. Okay, it was called Always on the Run, yeah? Alright, let's listen. Let's listen to it again. Congratulations again, Isaac, for that. I'm pausing the stream now because now the show is actually over. They kept to the time, 0040, spot on now this time. Gotta say, I like that. I'm satisfied with that. I think that's mainly the thing that I'm happy about is the fact that both the jury winner and televote winner, like both were in agreement that that was the one that they wanted to win. And I mean, obviously, okay, I'm not going to say the Germans decided because it's international juries. But the international juries supported Isaac, and quite convincingly as well, because he was so far ahead in the jury vote. And the televote had him as their favorite as well. So, I mean, you can't really... Then they've picked that. And then we just, like, even if you don't like the song, I guess you just gotta accept that. But... I'm kind of pleasantly just surprised with that song, I guess. Like, I really enjoyed it, I would say. And I think it's probably a grower. It feels very Eurovision, I gotta say. And that's the fun part of it. Now, of course, Isaac is going to real-life Eurovision, but is he going to Groovivision? That is the question, of course. And to find out if he does, I will ask Darren, do we have a result in... Das Deutsche Finale für Groovivision?
Guten Abend, Groot.
Oh, whoops. Haha.
Guten Abend, Groot.
Guten Abend, Darren.
I can confirm that all of the votes have been verified for Das Deutsche Finale tonight. We've had 101 voters, which is another new record for a national selection. So we have 50 in the jury and 51 in the televote. So now you can present the votes.
Thank you, Darren. I will. 101 voters in a national final. Germany got a lot of hype this year, I guess. Their national final. That's amazing. Truly. 101 people. Okay. Anyway, we got the voting here. I'm gonna click up the so we can see the screen. We should be able to see it. Well, we should be able to see it right now, but we're not. Oh, of course, my streaming software can't find my website. It found it 10 seconds ago. It was there, and now it's gone. Okay. Be with me. There we go. Okay, maybe not. There we go, finally. Okay. Here we go. 101 voters. We got 50 in the jury and we got 51 in the televote. Maybe I should zoom it on just slightly like that so you can see the beautiful Das Deutsche Finale logo out there on the side as well. Actually, let me zoom it back in. You can see it a bit cut off like that because then we see the songs clearer, you know. Anyway, love this color grading. The German flag, it always looks quite neat with the black and the red and the little yellow text here. We're gonna see who's gonna represent Germany in Groovivision. It's time to find out, and I will just start right now. And the first jury of tonight is Jay Sora from the Philippines. We see the lower votes on the screen there. We got an 8 for Love on a Budget. We got a 10 for Tears Like Rain, and the first 12 points for the night goes to Rick with Oh Boy. And Always on the Run with a 6 there, the real life winner, of course. Next up is Famicom Guy from Ukraine with the lower points there. We got an 8 for Katze. We got a 10 for Tears Like Rain, who's in the lead. And we got a 12 for Naive, Famicom and me, the Schlager Gang. It's gold, not yellow. It looks orange to me, really. But you call it gold, whatever. Addy Star here with 8 points to Naive, with 10 points to Oh Boy, and the 12 from Addy Star will go to Tears Like Rain, who's in the lead. 88.89% of the maximum possible points so far. Of course, we're only 3 voters in, but still. Eurokatze will give 8 points to Oh Boy. We'll give 10 points to Undream You and 12 points to Katze. So nothing for Tears Like Rain there, which of course holds back their percentage quite a lot there from 88%. Senora Domar from America will be jury number 5. We got 8 points for Tears Like Rain. We got 10 points for Katze. And 12 for Oh Boy, which is now back in the lead. Always on the Run, the real life winner, of course, is currently in 8th place out of 9 in our voting. That's saying something. Aya Nation changes that slightly, though, puts it up a few places. We got an 8 points for Scars, so everyone's in the mix now. 10 points to Love on a Budget, and 12 to Oh Boy, who now has a 20-point lead. 83.33% of points for that one right now. DK240996, possessed by Katrina Gupalo, who I don't know who that is, I'm very sorry. Gives 8 points for Always on the Run there, 10 points for Tears Like Rain, and 12 for Katze, who's back up in 3rd. Naive is going on my NF playlist. Mine too. It's definitely going on there. Keith from the United Kingdom, with these as the lower points. We got 8 points for Always on the Run, 10 points for Tears Like Rain, who's very much in the mix up there at the top. And Naive with a 12, so another Schlager fan here, Keith, and Oh Boy with nothing. So we have a very close battle for the top 2 now. Next up is Sean. And Sean will give 8 points to Tears Like Rain, 10 points to Oh Boy, so they're doing a switcheroo there. And a 12 for Katze, who's in 3rd and closing in on the top 2. Next up is Taya with the lower points there. Always on the Run, currently in 5th. Tears Like Rain with an 8 there to go in the lead. Oh Boy takes it back though with a 10. And Taya's 12 also goes to Katze, who just gets closer and closer to the top 2 here. ESC Fan France from Mauritania is the 11th juror. See the lower points there. We got 8 points from Max Mutzke, who's not doing particularly well so far. 10 points to Tears Like Rain, and a 12 to Naive. Another Schlager lover. We need to create a little group here of Schlager lovers who's just gonna enjoy listening to Naive over and over again for the rest of our lives. Jacob from Germany likes a little bit of Schlager, more than Jere and Tibor does it, at least. 10 points to Oh Boy, and a 12 for Tears Like Rain. So currently we have a top 2 who are tied on 98 points. I didn't expect Tears Like Rain to be that much in the mix, but it's tied for the lead, now actually in the lead, as Jere gives 8 points to Love on a Budget, 10 points to Always on the Run, and a 12 from Jere to Oh Boy to take back that lead there now. 2 horse and 1 cat race. That's a good one. I like that. Odex from England is voter number 14. We got 8 points for Katze. We have 10 points for Naive. And a 12 for Oh Boy. Odex cannot be satisfied with the real life winner because Always on the Run got nothing here. But hey ho, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. TMG from Germany, the next voter up here, who gives 8 points to Tears Like Rain, 10 points to Always on the Run, and a 12 from TMG will go to Katze. Still in 3rd, very much on its own there. I'm glad there's no big landslide this time. Yeah, me too. But that's how it looks right now. Maybe it'll change, who knows. Ricardo LG from Portugal gives 8 points to Naive, 10 points to Katze, and the 12 to Oh Boy, who's now 16 points ahead. As we move on to jury number 17, who will be Elibod 1, SIP for Sweden, Ollie for Estonia. Oh, you're smashing to pieces for Sweden, Ollie for Estonia. But I want long title song, Elibod. Will you excuse me when I root for that tomorrow? Anyway, 12 points for Always on the Run, so Elibod's satisfied with tonight's real life result. 89 points for Always on the Run there now. Quite far away from the lead though, of course. Lucario standing still, staging enthusiast, not. Okay. It's very accurate and very random. 10 points for Always on the Run there to go up in 4th place ahead of the Schlager, and 12 points to Oh Boy at the lead. Still in the lead. Next up is Pedja from Serbia. That's a new name for me at least. Might have been in the televote before, I don't know. 8 points for Always on the Run, 10 points for Naive, and the 12 to Oh Boy. Again, 26 points ahead now. Next up will be Annie from Germany. A 6 to Naive. There are some German Schlager fans, I see. 8 points to Always on the Run here. 10 points to Tears Like Rain. And the 12 to Oh Boy Again. You can see we have a very distinct top 5. It has to be said. 111 points for Naive in 5th. And then Love on a Budget is 6th on 65. It's quite a strong contrast. Elendil here gives 8 points to Love on a Budget. 10 points to Naive. And Elendil's 12 will go to Katze. Tomorrow will be the most exciting day this ESC season. A lot of my faves can win. Hopefully long title song, right? Are you rooting for... Who are you rooting for in Lithuania? Jacob. Halcyon gives 8 points to Tears Like Rain. 10 points to Oh Boy. And the 12 from Halcyon, jury number 22, will go to Katze again. Scars must feel like Josh Dubovi in this voting. Well, I mean, then comes the televote. You saw what happened in real life. He didn't finish last in real life. So maybe the televote will fix this for him. 8 points to Naive here from Sayad. 10 points to Tears Like Rain. And Sajad gives 12 points to Katze. We're starting to to get back into this now. Oh Boy still with a 20-point lead, as Rakus the Possum will be our 24th jury. Only 1 point to Oh Boy there, so some other songs can catch up. Always on the Run with an 8, Love on a Budget with a 10, and the 12 from Rakus the Possum goes to Naive, another Schlager fan. Goody goody. Up in 4th place there, Impossible or Luktelk. My man. Like, if Impossible wins, I don't know what I will do, but it's not gonna happen, so I'm prepared for that. But if it does, I don't know what I will do. Kevin here gives 12 more points for Tears Like Rain, which means now there's only 11 points between the top 2. Katze further, 29 points behind Tears Like Rain, so it's keeping distance, but it can of course still win. Based Katze Enjoyer, well, you just gave away your points there a bit, didn't you? Where's 12? Scars? No, Katze. You just gave away your name. Who does that? A lot of people, actually. Next is Julius from Finland, with the lower points looking like that. Love on a Budget is now actually up in the triple digits. I didn't even realize, because it's gotten points. Like, it's definitely separated itself from the bottom 3 there. A 12 for Tears Like Rain, nothing for Katze there, and now there's only 3 points between the top 2. Things change very fast, has to be said. Mark from the Netherlands, the next voter, with 8 points for Oh Boy. 10 points for Tears Like Rain, so now there's 1 point in it. And a 12 for Naive. More Schlager supporters here. Next up is, will Groot visit La Castilla-La Mancha in his trip? I've kind of forgotten where. I know it's central, like it's close to Madrid, but I'm not sure if I will. I haven't looked into that. Anyway, 12 points to Always on the Run there. So another person who's pretty satisfied with tonight's real life result, of course. OAJ from the Northern Ireland. A little Oh Boy reference there, I guess. Tears Like Rain is actually in the lead now. I didn't even realize, but it's probably going to lose it now when OAJ gives 12 points to Oh Boy. 1 point in it, though. 1 point in it. Naive is also now up into 3rd place, as you can see. Very close battle for 3rd place between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Currently separated by 8 points, as I Have No Idea gives 8 points to Tears Like Rain. 10 points to Always on the Run, who now goes up in 3rd. And a 12 for Oh Boy to take back the lead. Is there any algorithm behind the order of the jury votes, or is it random? The earlier you vote, the earlier you come in the jury votes, basically. Proper Charlie wants Ich kündige. What's that? I don't know. Anyway, 12 points will go to Tears Like Rain there. A 10 for Undream You, which I don't think it's gotten so far, but it's still very much in 7th. Putting some distance to Max there. Asterios gives 12 to Mario Ruse. Well, you can't do that, so let's see what your other choice is. 8 for Oh Boy, 10 for Katze, and 12 to Naive. More Schlager. Next is Empo from the Netherlands. And we got 8 points here for Katze. 10 points for Naive. They're really 1 point between each other. Like, we have such a close battle for 1st and 2nd, and then 3rd, like the battle for third is also really close. It's quite fascinating. Good voting session, this one. Still don't really know who's gonna take this. Liz from Turkey will give 8 points to Tears Like Rain, 10 points to Oh Boy. Refreshing. Okay, there we go. Darren's website magic is working its wonders. Toipa Cat is the next jury up. We got 8 points for Tears Like Rain, 10 points to Naive, and the 12 to Katze. I just realized that the stream went offline, so I'll just pause it here. I thought. Pause. There we go. Is it back up? Is it back up? Is it back up? Is it back up? It is back up. It's not back up on my phone, but did you all see Toipa Cat's votes, or did that not show for you? Let me know. Hopefully it's up on YouTube still as well. We didn't. Then enjoy now. We watch Toipa Cat's votes again. Here are the lower ones. We got 8 points for Tears Like Rain, 10 points for Naive, and 12 for Katze. There we are. Now everyone's back up to speed. Darren will be our next voter. Voter number 37 is Disco Daz from the United Kingdom. You see the lower points on the screen there. We have an 8 for Katze. We got a 10 for Naive, and we got a 12 for Oh Boy. Darren's not satisfied with tonight's results, I can tell you that much, but Darren likes some Schlager, and therefore I like Darren. Not only therefore, of course, but you know, you got me, yeah. Anyway, Dodo from Germany, next voter up here. More German Schlager lovers, love to see it. 10 points for Oh Boy, and a 12 for Tears Like Rain. 16 points between the top two now. Katze a further like 54. Alipan, Forever Wrong. Well, he liked the songs at the bottom. It's a recurring Alipan theme, but he also liked a few songs at the top. Alipan with the Schlager love here. And Alipan, of course, likes the Katze as well. Did not vote for Oh Boy, which meant that Tears Like Rain definitely closed up on it here. But Tobiah X goes and gives Tears Like Rain 1 point and Oh Boy 8. So all of Alipan's work there kind of got resolved quickly. And a 12 for Katze, still in third place there now. 10 jury voters to go. And number 41 here is Matt Adams from Poland. The lower points there. Can Forever Strong reach 100 points at the end of this? What do we think? 8 points for Undream You there. 10 points to Tears Like Rain. And a 12 for Oh Boy. 17 points ahead now. We have a 3-point gap for third place as well. Always on the Run has definitely dropped back and just on its own in fifth now. Carla from Portugal will give 8 points to Isaac there. 10 points to Oh Boy. And the 12 to Katze. Katze can still win. It can. I would say that Scars is probably not winning. Here's how Scars can still win. I can't see the full comment. I'll have to wait a little bit to see the full thing. Gailily McFord. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Gailily. I don't know. Anyway, 12 points to Tears Like Rain. Voting for the entire top 7 there as well. Here's how... Oh, there wasn't anything after Here's How Scars Can Still Win. That was the joke. Haha. Stravomio means hello, I guess. Gives 10 points to Katze and 12 to Oh Boy. No points for the Schlager. 6 jury voters to go. First of them being Gnoke. And you got the lower points there. I have 8 points for Katze. 10 points for Tears Like Rain. And a 12 to Oh Boy. 25 points ahead now. And Oh Boy is also more than 100 points ahead of Naive in fourth, so we can keep that in mind as well. It looks like a 2-horse race. Katze is in with a shot, obviously. Joey here gives 8 points to Always on the Run, 10 points to Katze, and a 12 to Oh Boy again, who's pulling away a little bit now at the top. 70.83% of the maximum possible points, as Tiny Quail from Sweden has some lower points for both Tears Like Rain and Katze there. 8 points for Scars, 10 points for Oh Boy, who's now up on 400, and the 12 to Always on the Run, another person who's pretty satisfied with tonight's results. However, a Swede not voting for Schlager. We need a chat. Martin from the Netherlands is the third final juror of the night. We got 8 points for Katze here, 10 points for Oh Boy, and the 12 from Martin will go to Undream You, who's closing in on Love on a Budget there. Only 10 points between those. Felipe from Portugal, jury number 49. And the lower points are there now. We got 8 points for Always on the Run, 10 points for Tears Like Rain, and the 12 from Felipe will go to Oh Boy. And now finally it is moi with my jury votes. And those look like that. So Max will not get 100 points from the jury, but will probably get there with the televote after a while. 10 points for Always on the Run for me, and I had to. 12 points for Naive. And these are the current standings. These are the jury results of the voting. We can see that Oh Boy is currently leading with 49 points, actually it became now in the end. Ahead of Tears Like Rain in second, Katze in third, 327. Naive and Always on the Run kind of close with each other in fourth and fifth. And then the remaining songs are kind of far away. But Love on a Budget and Undream You are very close to each other there, so they can have a little battle, I guess. Now is televote time. Let's take a look at it. We start with Scars, and Scars will receive 572 points. Oh, I misread that. 31. Congratulations. Forever Strong will get 80 televote points, so Max is not going to Gru Division. I'll tell you that much. Oh well. He's more satisfied with his real life result, I'm sure. Undream You by Leona will receive 201 televote points, so that puts her up the standings quite a bit. Up to a current third place. We'll probably not keep that, but still, third for now. Sorry, wow. Love on a Budget, meanwhile, gets 144 points, which puts it almost 50 points behind Undream You here in the end. So that's a big televote score for Undream You, of course, which put it ahead of Love on a Budget comfortably. Always on the Run gets 276 televote points. I don't think Isaac is going to Gru Division, but he's going to Eurovision. I think he probably cares about that more. Still 560 points in total. Naive will get 341 televote points. The love for Schlager is very much alive in here. 640 in total there now. Next up is Katze. And Katze will receive 295, which puts it behind Naive. 622 in total for Katze. So Katze is not going to Gru Division. Now the question is, will Tears Like Rain or Oh Boy get there? I think both of them will beat Naive. Tears Like Rain will get 365 televote points. I'm very skeptical to that being enough. Oh Boy needs 317 points here, which surely it will get. Yeah, there's no way it's not getting that. There are enough points left. 460, a landslide in the end, you know. It really became that. 891 points, so it won by almost 150. It wasn't a landslide like the other ones have been that we've had as of late, but still, it wasn't really close when you add all of the numbers together, of course. And these are the final results of our Das Deutsche Finale watch-along and voting. We can see the little analysis here. We got 40 sets of 12s for Oh Boy, 11 sets of 12s only for Tears Like Rain, but the thing is that only 4 people blanked Tears Like Rain, which is what put it at the very top. Naive with 18 12s and Katze with 22 12s. Also worth noting that Always on the Run only got blanked by 6 people, but I guess it got so many like 1s and 2s that it ended up in 5th place basically. Well, actually 28 people ended up voting for Scars, which is kind of a fair amount anyway. However, of course, you can vote for 7 out of 9 songs, so maybe it's not too much to write home about anyway. But yeah, you can see the full stats there. All of it will be published on the website in due time. We can also take a look at the 12-point summary. You see all of the 40 people who gave 12 points to Oh Boy are on the screen here. I'll scroll down a little bit and you see all of them. Mattia Let's again giving me the tutorial of how to pronounce the name, because I always forget. Katze with the 22 there. Hast du meine Katze gesehen? Ich habe nicht. Naiv Dr. Seger möchte eine böse Katze. Great. Naive with the 18 there, me included. We got Sebastian Vettel, who's changed his nationality just to vote. Tears Like Rain with 11 here. Always on the Run on 4. Undream You with 4. You got the 1 for Forever Strong and 1 for Scars. And 0 for Love on a Budget. Unfortunately, for Love on a Budget. But it still didn't finish last, so... but no 12s for it. And yeah, that's everything. That's been the entire Das Deutsche Finale watch-along plus voting. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have, at least. I'm so glad. Like, I guess it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise that I got that I'm actually going on vacation on Sunday and not tomorrow, because that meant that we could stream this and watch this now, and I've had tons of fun doing that, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm so happy that I actually got the date wrong on my flight. So then we could watch all of this, and I've had tons of fun. Hope you have as well. Thank you so much for joining me for the night. I will now be leaving you, of course. Of course. And yeah, stay. Have a good one, basically. And give me a second. Yeah, have a good one, and good night to you all. Even though only 4 of you had their favorite win, Das Deutsche Finale, I hope not too many of you are too disappointed with what they actually ended up sending. So yeah, have a great one. Good night, everyone, and I'll see you in, I guess, a little over a week. Are we streaming tomorrow? No. I'm flying in the very morning of Sunday, so I gotta go to bed at like 7 p.m. or something. So yeah, have a great one. Good night, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me as always. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.